What's your take on this?
Yeah, the interesting news here, the Wall Street Journal reported the other day is, just that it looks like Amazon would pick up the frequency, the number of games, Thursday night games that it has, for a fairly hefty sum, up to potentially $100 million. And then it would be greater exclusivity, meaning rather than these simulcast things where you could see the game on this network or that network or on Amazon, you would basically only be able to see it on Amazon unless you live in the local town of one of those teams playing.
Is it really a threat to traditional TV?
Well, you have to think, this is a long, gradual change that's been happening over years now, as, older people who are set in their ways and watching television are dying, and, younger people who never had a cable subscription are becoming more prominent and appealing to advertisers. So it's just part of this long, slow, gradual shift. And the NFL is in the middle of that transition, right? It's got still most of its money comes from the broadcast and television side, but the future and the opportunity is on the streaming side. So we're just going to see this happen, more and more.
And yet the NFL has lost viewers over the years. Why is Amazon even interested?
Well, Amazon really needs, it's always on the lookout for a big impact appeal for its streaming service. Let's face it, its streaming service, it's quite good, but it's still kind of an also-ran behind Netflix, seen as kind of an alternative to Netflix. It needs to stand out with something that is really associated with Amazon Prime Video. And NFL is really one of those few things that it can. If you think on the movie side, it's, Amazon's investing in this Lord of the Rings licensing agreement and hoping to have a big splash with that. It's on the hunt for its big hit. And NFL games are one of the things that, if people think, Amazon Video, what's on there? NFL games, okay. That's one of those things that'll just ring a bell with consumers.
So talk to us about the other big plays, along with the NFL. Where are you expecting Amazon to make more moves?
Well, most of their money has been on original programming content, things like movies and shows, like the Lord of the Rings that I just mentioned, but also just in just having a variety of things to offer. That's where most of their money has been spent. On the sports side, definitely the NFL will be one of the big draws. The problem with sports is you quickly get into that, niche type stuff. Are they going to, get streaming rights for cricket games or something like that? That might have a narrow audience. So with Amazon on the sports side, they have to think broad appeal, and NFL is one of those things with very broad appeal when you think about the number of Prime members they have and something that is going to appeal to a large number of them.